Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com this morning from Estes Park. It's a Patriot League clash as the visiting Brush Beat Diggers take on the Estes Park Bobcats. I'm John Beltran as the first pitch will be thrown about a minute early here. As Alec Peterson will lead off for the Beat Diggers. B.J. Hirschfeld, the first baseman, hits second as the starting lineup is brought to you by High Plains Bank at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Ryan Hirschfeld, the pitcher, hits third. Kyle Rosenbrock is the cleanup hitter playing short. Oscar Soto, the DH, bats fifth against the right-hander Dylan Jersa, and he delivers, and that fastball is a strike at the knees. Batting sixth is Baby Matos Garcia. Nico Guzman, the center fielder, hits seventh. Mikey Gutierrez, the third baseman, hits eighth, and Grayson Simmons in left bats ninth. And the 0-1 offering. Fastball is taken for a strike on the outside corner. No balls and two strikes. The Beat Diggers are 3-3 in league play, 9-4 overall. Estes Park 1-5 in league play, 5-9 on the year. On a windy Saturday, the fastball bounces in. It's Alex Frazier at first, Logan Brown at second, Caleb Carnell at third, Darren Yates is the shortstop. Adam Goodman in left, Zach Luke in center, Caden Brown in right, Adam Tully behind the plate, and the pitch from Jersa swung on and grounded foul up the third base side. Opening pitch today brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Home Auto Life and Health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. 842-4555 is Greg Mullen's number in Brush. That's State Farm. The pitch swung on and grounded weakly towards the second baseman, Brown. He picks it up, sidearms to first, and there's one down. As Alec Peterson is retired. You can follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. Or, of course, on Facebook at 1010 KSIR Sports, or Twitter at KSIR Sports. Here's B.J. Hirschfeld hitting from the right side. The wind and pitch, and the fastball bounces in by Jersa. 1 ball and no strikes. Beat Diggers have had a lot of success here. Their last game here was 2 years ago, which they won by 10 runs, a 13-3 win. And the offering, the fastball's a strike at the knees, and Jersa's got a nice fastball here and keeps it low. That started a 12-game winning streak 2 years ago as the Beat Diggers got all the way to the state championship. It started right here in Estes Park. Fastball is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to B.J. Hirschfeld. The wind and the offering. Fastball is low. That moves the count to 2-2 on the Beat Digger first baseman. Tully lays down the sign. And the 2-2 pitch outside with a fastball moves to 3-2 on B.J. Hirschfeld. It's an all-clay infield, so the ball rolls very quickly through the infield and a dry outfield. The pitch swung on and tapped foul up the first base side. Yeah, very difficult to hit a home run here. 341 down the left field line, 342 down the right field line, so you can imagine how deep it is in center field where no dimensions are listed, but a gorgeous Saturday morning. A little bit of a wind, temperature right now in the lower 50s. And the offering, fastball is outside and Hirschfeld walks. With 1 out in the top of the first inning. And that'll send up Ryan Hirschfeld. Beat Diggers coming off that impressive 19-0 victory against the Highland Huskies, in which B.J. Hirschfeld tossed a 1 hitter through 4.5 innings. His brother Ryan getting the start today. Drove in 3 runs in that game. Went 1 for 4. The pitch swung on and lifted down the left field side, twisting out of play, and it's going to be no balls and 1 strike. As 3 defenders gave chase for Estes Park. Stop, shop, and save on all your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. You can also pay your public service bill and access Western Union. No balls and 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out, top of the first inning. No score between the Beat Diggers and Estes Park Bobcats. Beat Diggers in those new jerseys once again, the stretch and the pitch. And the breaking ball is on the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. The right-hander Jersa gets the sign. Short lead for B.J. Hirschfeld. And the offering. Fastball is up and away. Moves the count to 1-2. Bee Diggers will play their final regular season home game on Tuesday, 4 o'clock against the Lions. And they've got 3 road games to close out the regular season. The pitch swung on, the ball's grounded down the third baseline for a base hit. B.J. Hirschfeld around second. He's headed to third. Ryan Hirschfeld is headed to second. It's a double for the senior pitcher, Ryan Hirschfeld. Didn't hit it all that hard, but in the perfect spot. And stepping in now will be Kyle Rosenbrock. Did hit a 2-run homer against Highland. Struck out the first 2 times in that game, uncharacteristically. But now is a shot to give the Bee Diggers the early lead here in Estes Park. Out of the windup is Jersa. And the pitch. Fastball is swung on, grounded into left field for a base hit down the line. 2 runs are going to score as the courtesy runner, Peterson, crosses home plate. It's a 2-run double for Kyle Rosenbrock, and the Bee Diggers are off to a 2-0 lead in Estes Park. And he just pulled that first pitch right down the line. That'll send up the left-handed hitting Oscar Soto with Rosenbrock at second. And the pitch, swag, and a miss, and a fastball tailing away. No balls and 1 strike. To Soto. Stretched by Jersa, the offering. Swung on, that is lifted extremely high into center field. Luke to his left, now ranging back, and makes the catch, falling back. Rosenbrock tags up at second, and there's 2 down. A little bit of a struggle out there for Zach Luke in center. Two down here for Baby Matos Garcia. The wind and the pitch bounces in there. 1 ball and no strikes. To the second baseman, a sophomore for the Bee Diggers. Wind in the 1-0. Swung on, grounded right back to Jersa. He'll toss to first. And that'll do it for the Bee Diggers at the top of the first. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left at third. Let's head to the bottom of the first. The Bee Diggers 2 and the Bobcats are coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers got a 2-run double from Kyle Rosenbrock in the top of the first inning. As we head to the bottom of the first in Estes Park, and the Bee Diggers leading the Bobcats by a score of 2-0. And right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld will be facing the following lineup for the Bobcats. Batting first will be the pitcher, Dylan Jersa. The third baseman, Caleb Carnell, hits second. Shortstop Darren Yates bats third. Adam Tully is the catcher, batting fourth. Zach Luke, the center fielder, hits fifth. First baseman Alex Frazier bats sixth. The second baseman Logan Brown is in the seventh position. Adam Goodman in left hits eighth, and Caden Brown, the right fielder, bats ninth. The Bee Diggers have B.J. Hirschfeld at first. Arnoldo Matos Garcia at second. Mikey Gutierrez at third. The shortstop is Kyle Rosenbrock. Grayson Simmons in left. Nico Guzman in center. Zane Fow in right. Alec Peterson behind the plate, and Ryan Hirschfeld is on the mound. Hirschfeld's last start was a loss last Saturday at home against Valley, 6-2. Prior to that, he went the distance and beat Sterling in Sterling 7-3. Here's the right-handed hitting Dylan Jersa. Hirschfeld was the winning pitcher here 2 years ago as a sophomore. The pitch, fastball, looked like he took a half swing at it, and no swing at all, 1-0. Held up. Estes Park in those white sleeveless jerseys with the purple numerals and lettering. Fastball is lined for a base hit into center field. As the tying run already comes to the plate here after Jersa's base hit. That'll send up Caleb Carnell hitting for the right side. The ball moves through very quickly on both the infield and outfield. Even Nico Guzman made sure to get as far down as possible to not let that ball go by, and swung on and grounded right side. Matos Garcia has it go right off his glove and off his shin as well. So Carnell reaches. That'll be an error on the second baseman. Matos Garcia has hit hard, but right at him. So first and second with nobody out. Here's the right-handed hitting Darren Yates, and the pitch is the fastball for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Yeah, you try to get strikeouts and pop-ups here. That makes it a little bit easier. The stretch. Hirschfeld delivers. Curveball is lifted foul and off to the right and out of play. It's 0-2. Ehrlich Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan. You can find a great deal at Ehrlich Toyota East. They're giving away a couple of vehicles today. In fact, they gave away one earlier today, one yesterday, and another later today. 1209 Main Street, Fort Morgan. Fastball, swing and a miss on the inner half. And there's one down. As Yates strikes out, here's Adam Tully, the right-handed hitting catcher. With the Bee Diggers up 2-0 in Estes Park at the bottom of the first inning. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch. Fastball inside. Count moves to 1-0. A base hit and an error has given the Bobcats a couple of base runners. Time called by Peterson. Yeah, a lot of wind here in Estes Park on a gorgeous Saturday morning. The stretch. And the 1-0. And he bounced that one in there. Short arm to change up, it looked like. 2 balls and no strikes with Zach Luke on deck. Bee Diggers picked up 2 hits in the opening frame, as they also got a double from Ryan Hirschfeld. Fastball is way outside. 3-0. Well, Brush 2 years ago with Hirschfeld on the mound was down early 3-1, and then scored 12 unanswered runs to win that game 13-3. But here they actually scored in the first inning. 3-0 to Tully. More than likely he'll be taking, and he does, but it's a ball below the knees. And the bases are loaded with 1 down in the first for Zach Luke, the right-handed hitting center fielder. This is where Hirschfeld is looking for a little comebacker. And you can hear the wind just whip up here in Estes Park. Luckily, it's not too cold. The pitch, fastball, a strike at the knees. Right down the middle, it's 0-1. At third is Jersa. Carnell at second, Tully at first. The stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss on another fastball. It's 0-2. Hirschfeld rearing back with some extra gas there. He struck out Darren Yates 2 batters ago on an 0-2. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball above belt level. 2 down. As Luke goes down swinging. Alex Frazier, hitting from the right side, now steps in. As the bases remain loaded. The stretch. And the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Tailing on the inside corner, it's 0-1. Runners with conservative leads. Hirschfeld looks in for the sign from Peterson. 0-1. Swung on and hit right off the end of the bat on the ground to Hirschfeld. Throws to first. And that does it for Estes Park in the first. No runs, 1 hit, a Bee Digger error, and the bases were left loaded. We go to the second. Brush 2, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. When the Bee Diggers defeated the Highland Huskies at home on Thursday 19-0, that snapped a 3-game losing streak, and now they're trying to extend this one as they lead Estes Park 2-0 in Estes Park in the top of the second inning. Kyle Rosenbrock delivered a 2-run double in the opening frame against the right-hander Dylan Jersa. And the Bee Diggers will be sending up the bottom of the order. The It'll be Nico Guzman, Mikey Gutierrez, and Grayson Simmons against the right-hander. Once again, if you're tuning in now, can't tune in later, and you have a smartphone or any device with internet, just log on to KSIRsports.com. Click on today's game. You can follow it pitch by pitch or half-inning by half-inning updates on Facebook and Twitter at KSIR Sports. Guzman had 5 RBIs in that 19-0 victory over Highland, the best he swung the bat all season. Line in the pitch. The fastball is a little bit below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes. To the junior center fielder, Nico Guzman. Dylan Jersa, the right-hander, delivers. Fastball, outside corner, strike 1, just above the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tully lays down the sign. And the offering. Swung on and grounded sharply into right center field for a base hit. And Nico Guzman picking up where he left off on Thursday. The Bee Diggers have 3 hits now. That'll bring up Mikey Gutierrez. He picked up a base hit on Thursday as well. The stretch and the offering. Fastball outside corner for a strike at the knees. 0-1 to Mikey Gutierrez. Short lead for Guzman, about 2 steps. And the offering. Swag and a miss. Took something off it. He was way, way out in front. Count is 0-2 to Mikey Gutierrez. The stretch by Jersa. And the offering runner going is low. The throw to second by Tully is right there. The slide, and he's safe. Nice job of Guzman getting underneath that tag a little bit high on the throw from Tully to Yates, the shortstop, and Guzman getting up slowly. He might have gotten kneed around the helmet, but he's okay. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mikey Gutierrez. Stretch by Jersa. And a pitch in the dirt. A little bit of a bender there, 2-2. Brush 2, Estes Park nothing in the top half of the second inning. The stretch, and Gutierrez awaits the 2-2 pitch. Outside with a fastball. Ball 3, strike 2 with a G-man on deck, Grayson Simmons. We get another G. Guzman at second. Gutierrez at the plate. 3-2. Swung on and popped up. And the pitcher, Jersa, is going to give way to the third baseman, Caleb Carnell, who makes the catch. And there's 1 down. That ball really jammed. Gutierrez. Grayson Simmons had an RBI single against Highland on Thursday as he steps in, 3rd consecutive start at the plate for Simmons. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and fouled off the catcher. No balls and 1 strike. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery offers cookies, muffins, and sweetbreads made fresh daily. Pair with your favorite coffee, lattes, or smoothie flavors. You're set. Open 6 days a week. 921 Edison Street in Brush. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery. The pitch is a fastball in the inside corner at the knees and strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Grayson Simmons. 1 down in the second inning. The Bee Diggers up by 2. The stretch by Jersa and the pitch up and away with a curveball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, this is truly picturesque in Estes Park. Just gorgeous scenery. And the offering. Swung on. That ball is lined into left center field for a base hit. Rounding third is Guzman. He is going to score on the RBI single by Grayson Simmons. And the Bee Diggers now lead 3-0 in the second inning. That'll bring up Alec Peterson. Peterson grounded out in his first at bat. Simmons leads off of first, a stretch. And the offering. Fastball is a knees. No balls and one strike to Alec Peterson. Looking in his Jersa. And the offering. And that is just outside. And the count levels at 1-1. Went with another fastball. Evening the count at 1-1. Peterson awaits the pitch. Down and away. Another heater. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jersa at the belt. And the pitch. That is low. And just going straight gas here and barely missing on those last 3 pitches. 3 balls, 1 strike. Simmons with a conservative lead at first. Now at the 2 steps. Now at the 3. The 3-1. Outside with a fastball. And it's a walk to Alec Peterson. That'll bring up B.J. Hirschfeld. He walked in the first. Second walk issued by the right-hander Jersa. Hirschfeld with a man in scoring position. Awaiting the pitch. The fastball's upstairs. That's 5 consecutive balls thrown by the right-hander Dylan Jersa with 1 out in the second. 1-0. And that is a fastball at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, leveling the count at 1-1. Simmons at second, Peterson at first. A run across into second. And the pitch swung on and grounded right side. Should be an easy play. And to first base, after some hesitation, went Logan Brown. And there's 2 down. Did not have a play at second. So the runners advance. And there are 2 down in the second inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Hirschfeld, who doubled in the first. And the courtesy runner for him, Jaron Peterson, later scored. Out of the windup is going to be Dylan Jersa. The pitch swung on. That ball is belted off the glove of the third baseman into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores as Simmons crosses home plate. Here's Peterson. He steps on home plate. A 2-run single for Ryan Hirschfeld. And the Beat Diggers in the second inning have played at 3 and now lead Estes Park 5-0. Another hard shot there. Hit by a Beat Digger. Kyle Rosenbrock had a 2-run double in the opening frame. The pitch. The breaking ball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jersa getting the sign, and the pitch. Fastball is low. 2 balls and no strikes to the junior shortstop, Kyle Rosenbrock. With 2 down in the second, the pitch, and he swings and belts that in down the left field line for a base hit. Jaron Peterson, the courtesy runner, headed to third, and he's going to make it in there. It's a straight-up double for Rosenbrock, who didn't stop running. So the Beat Diggers with 2 more in scoring position. As Oscar Soto will step to the plate. Second double of the game for Rosenbrock, as we mentioned. Once you hit the ball through the infield, it just keeps going. Soto popped to center in his first at bat. The pitch swung on and tapped foul behind the plate. No balls and 1 strike to Oscar Soto, the Beat Digger DH. Stepping back in. Runners take their leads. The wine and the offering. Swung on and foul back. Got challenged with a fastball. Moves to 0-2. The Beat Diggers already have 6 hits in the game. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on, 3 in. Wine in the pitch. Swung on. That's grounded to the second baseman. Brown backhands and throws to first. And an excellent play by Brown, robbing Soto of a base hit as he's retired. But the Beat Diggers scored 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. An inning and a half complete in Estes Park. Brush 5, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush 5, Estes Park nothing as we head to the bottom of the second inning in Estes Park. I'm John Beltran as the Bobcats will send up the second baseman, Logan Brown, to lead off against Ryan Hirschfeld, who allowed a first-inning hit but also struck out 2, and one of those came with the bases loaded and 1 down, and then got the final hitter to ground out, thus not allowing a run to score. 7, 8, and 9 for Estes Park. Goodman and Caden Brown to follow. Wine in the pitch. Fastball is down the middle for a strike at the knees. 0-1, and the wind continues to blow pretty hard here in Estes Park. Wine in the pitch. Swung on and popped up into shallow right field. In comes Zane Fowl, calls for it, makes the grab, and there's 1 down. 1 down for Adam Goodman. Another right-handed hitter in this Estes Park lineup. I believe it's all righties today. Haven't seen a lefty at all. That makes it that much easier here for Ryan Hirschfeld. The wind and pitch, and that tailing fastball is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Bee Diggers are looking to duplicate what they did on Thursday and play an abbreviated amount of innings. And the 0-1. Breaking ball is grounded to third. Gutierrez has it. Fields throws to first, and there's 2 down. 2 down for Caden Brown. Hirschfeld hasn't had to work hard in this inning, as opposed to Dylan Jersa. He's thrown a lot of pitches so far. Threw 28 in the second alone. The pitch. Fastball, a strike on the inner half at the knees. It's 0-1. Peterson gets a sign. And the 0-1. Same spot, 0-2. Nothing fancy there by Ryan Hirschfeld. No balls, 2 strikes. He kicks and fires. Same spot, called strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Hirschfeld. And in the inning, Hirschfeld threw just 7 pitches. Let's head to the third. Brush 5, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush 5, Estes Park nothing. As we move to the third inning in Estes Park, the Bee Diggers batted 8 in the second inning when they scored 3 runs. Here's Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. We'll begin the top of the third. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Grounded right back to the mound to end the first. The wind by Dylan Jersa, and the pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 in the first, 3 in the second for the Bee Diggers. Bobcats have been held off the scoreboard. And the offering. Down and in. Took something off it. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center can handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center, where expertise matters. The pitch swung on and fouled off to the right on a fastball, tailing in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the second baseman, Arnoldo Baby Maltos Garcia. And the offering, down and away. 2-2. Kyle Rosenbrock had a 2-run double in the opening inning. And the pitch swung on and fouled on a ball diving in the zone. Grayson Simmons with a run-scoring single. Gave him a 3-0 lead at that point. Here's the wind and offering, down and away. Jersa's already walked a couple of hitters. It's 3-2 to the leadoff hitter, Arnoldo Baby Maltos Garcia in the third. And Brush holding a 5-0 advantage. Tully lays down the sign. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play. Ryan Hirschfeld did have a 2-run single to close out the scoring after 2 innings. The pitch up and in, and it's the third walk issued by Dylan Jersa on the fastball tailing in. Here's Nico Guzman, who singled and scored in the 3-run second. And Maltos Garcia with speed, but Adam Tully's got a good arm. Guzman had to get a great jump in order to steal a base earlier. The pitch. He swings and drives it into left center field for a base hit. Maltos Garcia to second. And Nico is 2 for 2 in the game. That'll bring up Mikey Gutierrez. Gutierrez popped up to the third baseman Carnell in the previous inning. The number 8 hitter in the lineup. Stretched by Jersa and the offering. Swung on, that's grounded down the third baseline. Stepping on the bag is Carnell, throwing to second. That's a double play. That double play goes 5-4, eliminating the lead runners, or the only runners, actually. 2 down for Grayson Simmons. It was hit right down the line. Excellent play there by the third baseman Carnell. And the pitch is outside with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, no chance for a triple play. Too much speed there for Gutierrez, but it was hit right along the line. The offering, swung on, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Gutierrez to second, and he'll hold up right there. Boy, that's too bad that we had the double play just occur. Could cost the Beat Diggers a big inning or just any runs. Simmons now 2 for 2. So 7 and 9 in the order, a combined 4 for 4. Here's Alec Peterson, who's grounded out and walked as the junior catcher steps in for Brush. With 2 on and 2 down in the third. The stretch and the pitch, and he swings and grounds it towards short. Going to be a tough play. It's off the shortstop's glove, and the bases will be loaded. That'll be an error on Darren Yates. Would have had a tough play at first, but it would have had an easy play at second for the force. So the inning is extended on the air by Yates. And now B.J. Hirschfeld, who's 0 for 1, can break it open. The pitch, swing, and a miss on a breaking ball way out in front. Count is at 0-1 to B.J. Hirschfeld. The whine and offering, down and away on a fastball. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jersa working quickly. And the pitch, swung on, grounded right side to Brown. He fields, he throws to first. And the Beat Diggers leave the bases loaded in the top half of the third inning. They did get their share of hits as the Beat Diggers had, well, a couple of hits, 1 error. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, it's Brush 5, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Ryan Hirschfeld has allowed 1 hit as we go to the bottom of the third inning. It came to the man about to step to the plate in Dylan Jersa as the Brush Beat Diggers lead the Estes Park Bobcats 5-0. A couple of RBIs apiece for Rosenbrock and Hirschfeld, and 1 by Grayson Simmons. Both teams have committed an error, and that's expected on this field. The ball moves through so quickly on a very fast, dry infield and outfield. That's the thing. Doesn't even slow down. It almost picks up more momentum in the outfield if you haven't been here. The grass is extremely low and very dry. Jersa lined a fastball right up the middle against Hirschfeld in the first inning. Whine and pitch. That fastball's a strike on the outer half. At the knees, it's 0-1. Hirschfeld's been a strike-throwing machine. 18 strikes and 5 balls. Whine and offering. Breaking ball is right there on the outer half at the knees. It's 0-2. Excellent pitch thrown by Ryan Hirschfeld. No balls and 2 strikes. Wine and offering. Fastball is high. A waste pitch. 1-2 to the Bobcat pitcher. Both teams have left the bases loaded in this game. The pitch swung on, lined, and off the first baseman, Hirschfeld, to the second baseman, Matos Garcia throws to first late. We'll call it a base hit. That was hit extremely hard. And BJ nearly made the play. He's hurt out there. That thing was belted. We'll see as the couple of coaches check on him. Looked like it got him around the shin and deflected extremely hard towards the second baseman, Matos Garcia. Well, he's pointing to his left knee. I mean, certainly a makeable play, but it was hit so hard that you can't charge him with an error. Caleb Carnell reached on an error in the first, but he was stranded along with two other Bobcats. Hirschfeld just flexing that knee, making sure he's okay at first base. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. AC Ice, you can find it at any local grocery or convenience store near you. Brush with a 5-0 lead over Estes Park in the bottom of the third inning. And here's Caleb Carnell, the third baseman, the stretch, and the offering. Fastball, swing and a miss, up and in. No balls and one strike. Well, clearly, Jers is their best hitter, but he's the leadoff hitter, which means you're automatically not going to drive anybody in the first time unless you hit a home run. The offering, breaking balls outside, leveling the count at 1-1. Ryan's developed the changeup that is, but hasn't thrown it much here. 1 ball, 1 strike. His fastball is really lively this morning. And the pitch, squaring to bunt, lays it down the left side, picked up by Hirschfeld. Nope, had it momentarily, couldn't get it. It's a base hit. Tried to barehand it, thought he had it, but did not. He was actually turning to throw, realized the ball was not in his hand. Same situation as the first inning. 2 on and nobody out for Darren Yates, who struck out swinging. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball is popped foul and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Tremendous bunt there by Carnell. The B-Diggers were not caught napping only because Hirschfeld had a play. The stretch and the offering, and he short-armed that breaking ball. Might have been a changeup. Tough to tell because it was very irregular, that delivery by Hirschfeld. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-0 Brush, bottom of the third inning. 2 on and nobody out. Peterson lays down the sign. Setting up on the inside corner. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball that jammed him completely. 1-2. Hirschfeld already has struck out 3, and if he throws up that high fastball again, might make it strikeout number 4. A stretch. 1-2. Swung on and lined up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Rounding third is Jersa being sent home. The throw is going to be all the way through. And now the throw to third. They're going to get Carnell. He's going to be tagged. No, safe. They called him safe. Oh, that is a terrible call. He was clearly tagged out. It was a high tag. How do you call him safe? It's an RBI single for Darren Yates, but that is an atrocious call. I mean, that's not even close to being... That is beyond a bad call. Wow, it was a high tag, but he was clearly out. Adam Tully walked and will step in. That is... fans don't like it here on the Brush side. The Estes Park fans probably think that they certainly got a break here. That is just a horrendous call. I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you. I mean, the throw beat him by a mile, and there's no way he got underneath. No way. Because Gutierrez caught it, and he was out in front of the bag. It's 5-1 in favor of the B-Diggers. I'd say I've seen some bad calls, but that might be a top 5 worst. Stretching a pitch. Fastball is a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. To Adam Tully. Stretch by Hirschfeld. Step off. 3 base hits to begin the inning for the Bobcats. And the pitch swung on and driven deep into left center field. That one's going to go all the way towards the fence. It takes 2 hops up against the bottom of the fence. Carnell is around third. He will score. Yates will score on the 2-run double by Adam Tully. The Bobcats are back in the game. Brush 5, Estes Park 3. And that ball was tattooed. Zach Luke struck out swinging his first time. Well, that's where that call at third makes a big difference. Hirschfeld has allowed 4 hits to begin the inning. The pitch, fastballs outside. A 5-3 Beat Digger lead, but it was 5-0 coming into the inning. The stretch in the 1-0. Swung on and popped foul and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. This Estes Park team split with Highland this year. And the 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Luke completely misread that one. Took a half-hearted swing. Let's see if Ryan Hirschfeld can come back here and retire Luke and get that first out. The offering, that is a called strike 3, a fastball just above belt level. 1 down, strikeout number 4 for Ryan Hirschfeld. Here's Alex Frazier, who grounded back to the mound with the bases loaded in the first inning. The pitch, fastball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Peterson lays down the sign, and the pitch, the runner going, swung on, grounded up the middle. The shortstop, Rosenbrock, to his left, has got it, throws to first. There's 2 down, racing for the plate, the tag, safe! Safe as scoring was Tully. He never stopped. And the Bobcats now trail 5-4. There's 2 down and the bases are empty. That was very good base running there for Adam Tully. That'll send up Logan Brown. Line and pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. No balls and 1 strike, and that's another one. 0-2. 0-2 to Brown. The pitch swung on and popped foul and out of play. Count remains at 0-2. The Bobcats are right back in this game in the third. Hirschfeld gets the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball tailing in. 5 strikeouts for Hirschfeld, 2 in this inning. However, the Bobcats score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and the bases were left empty, 3 complete. It's Brush 5, Estes Park 4. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Brush Beat Diggers all of a sudden have a game on their hands as their 5-0 lead is down to 5-4 going into the top half of the 4th inning. Good news for Brush. They have the heart of the order coming up, as Ryan Hirschfeld will step in. 2 for 2 in the game. Had a 2-run single in his previous at-bat after a double in the first inning. The right-hander Jersa delivers, and the breaking ball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Ryan Hirschfeld. And the pitch bounces that one in there. 2-0. And I think the Beat Diggers were stunned by the fact that Estes Park came back so easily. And Hirschfeld giving up all those hits. The 2-0 swung on and popped up into shallow left center field. The shortstop, Yates, is out. Makes the catchers one down. And Rosenbrock will now hit a 2-run double and another double as well in his second at bat. Wine in the offering. Swung on, grounded left side, headed for center field, cut up by the shortstop Yates. Long throw to first is offline and up against the side of the fence, but it'll be a base hit, excuse me. I got as tongue-tied as Yates did there with that throw. Rosenbrock now 3 for 3 as that ball is hit deep in the hole. Here's Oscar Soto. He's popped out and grounded out, so he is 0 for 2 in the game. The stretch of the pitch. Swing and a foul to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. 5-4 Brush. On the top half of the 4th inning in Estes Park. And the pitch bounces up there, scooped up nicely by Tully. We've had no wild pitches yet in this game, despite the fact we've got 2 hard-throwing right-handers. 2-step lead for Rosenbrock. And the offering. Swung on and popped foul down the left side and out of play. The count moves to 1-2. Morgan Community College. You can visit them online, morgancc.edu. Imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals with Morgan Community College. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Moving the count to 2-2. 5 runs on 9 hits for Brush, 4 runs on 5 hits for Estes Park. Both teams have committed an error. 2-2 pitch. Swing and foul tipped into the glove of Tully and a breaking ball. Soto strikes out. 2 down. For baby Matos Garcia, who's 0 for 1. All of a sudden, Estes Park's thinking they got a chance to win this game. Only down by 1 in the 4th inning. Rosenbrock with a 1-step lead at first. And the pitch. Swag and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him. It's pretty obvious, too, that Juris got to be their number 1 pitcher. He brings the heat. 2-step lead for Rosenbrock. Tully lays down the sign. Long pause the pitch. Down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Estes Park with only 5 wins going into the game. The Bead Diggers have 9. The stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball tailing away. 1-2. He was just late on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. 5-4 Bead Diggers in the 4th. The offering outside on the off-speed pitch. 2-2. Stepping back in is Baby. Awaiting the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch with 2 down. The wind picks up. Here it is. Down and away. And the hot-hitting Nico Guzman waits to hit next. This is a critical pitch if he can get Nico up there with men on base, as opposed to leading off an inning, which he did earlier. 3-2. Down and away. And Matos Garcia walks for the 2nd time in the game. That'll bring up Guzman, who's got 2 very hard-hit singles in this one. And a critical at-bat now for the junior center fielder. The stretch and the pitch. Takes a fastball down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Nico Guzman. Gets the sign. And the offering. Swings and drives it into shallow center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Rosenbrock steps on third. He will score. To third is Matos Garcia. It's a run-scoring single for Nico Guzman. He's now 3 for 3. And the Bead Diggers lead the Bobcats 6-4 in the 4th. That one just placed perfectly. Mikey Gutierrez has popped out and hit into a fielder's choice. 0 for 2 in the game. The stretch and pitch. Swung on and grounded to third. Carnell tries to short hop it, cannot. And Gutierrez will be safe, scoring as Matos Garcia on the error, and the Bee Diggers now lead 7-4. Yeah, I played the hop incorrectly. And the Bee Diggers have extended the rally. Now first and second for Simmons, who's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Bee Diggers now with a 7-4 lead. Looking for more. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. That moves the count to 0-2. On Grayson Simmons, the stretch and the pitch. And that ball nearly hit him. Bounces away. Runners will advance in the wild pitch, the first one in this game. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. With now 2 Bee Diggers in scoring position. Wind and pitch. Swung on and foul, tipped at the plate. Luckily for the Bee Diggers, not held by the catcher, Tully. So we'll do it again with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The G-man steps in, and the pitch outside with a fastball. Two and 2. Simmons ready, awaits the pitch. Swung on and driven towards left field. Adam Goodman is there and makes the catch on a ball hit very well by Simmons, but it results in an out. However, the Bee Diggers pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. 4.5 complete in Estes Park. It's Brush 7, Estes Park 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, it's time for the Bee Diggers to shut down the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brush leads by a score of 7-4 after Estes Park scored 4 runs 1 inning ago against the right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld, who was brilliant over the first 3 innings. But then Estes Park began that 4th inning with 4 consecutive hits, including a bunt single. It'll be 8-9-1. Adam Goodman, Caden Brown, and Dylan Jersa. Goodman is 0 for 1. As he steps in from the right side against Ryan Hirschfeld. Temperature starting to pick up a little bit. A little bit warmer now than first pitch, and the fastball's down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Adam Goodman. And the pitch, low. 2-0. To Goodman. The offering, swung on, fouled off to the right, one with a fastball tailing in. 2-1 to the right-handed hitter for Estes Park. Hirschfeld delivers. Fastball right there, inner half at the knees. It's 2-2. Hirschfeld looking to get this first hitter out in the 5th inning. And the offering. Ball nearly hit him, tailing in. Three balls and 2 strikes. Hirschfeld ready to the opening hitter, the bottom of the 5th inning. Or the 4th, I should say. Swung on and fouled. Okay, yeah, 4th inning. I think I had that incorrect before. Here's the wind. And the offering. And that is low. And it's a walk. Yeah, I was 1 inning ahead of myself. So a walk to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch is a strike to Caden Brown, the ninth place hitter. I guess that's some wishful thinking there for the Beet Diggers. Swing and a miss and another fastball. It's 0-2. Caden Brown struck out swinging in his first at bat. The stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss. Hirschfeld records a strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Hirschfeld. And there's one down in the bottom of the fourth inning, but Dylan Jersa has been very good, 2 for 2. Those solid singles. And the offering. Fastball tails in. 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch by Hirschfeld and the offering. That fastball's a strike on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch to hit there. Riding in on the right-handed hitter. 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. Now that's when you got to throw that money pitch. Ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Dylan Jersa, 1 out, 1 on in the fourth. The pitch, changeup, is in the dirt. Yeah, changed his arm angle and everything, and that's normally not going to work as well. Here's the stretch and the offering. Swung on and fisted on the left side. The shortstop, Rosenbrock, to his left. Throws to second for the force. There's 2 down. No play at first. So a good play by Kyle Rosenbrock on a ball hit in the hole. 2 down for Caleb Carr. Now reached on an air and had a bunt single. So he is 1 for 2 in the game. Hirschfeld looks in. And the pitch. Fastball is low. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. I don't know if there's a scoreboard here. Not that matters. I should be keeping that a little bit better. Swung on and popped up into shallow center field. Nico Guzman ranges in, makes the catch. And Estes Park is retired in the fourth inning. No runs for the Bobcat, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the fifth after the break. It's Brush 7, Estes Park 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beet Diggers lead the Estes Park Bobcats 7-4 as we head to the fifth inning. Today's April 26th. I had a day 20 years ago today. No, there's days in your life you remember that have nothing to do with birthdays or anniversaries. But 20 years ago today, I picked up a good friend of mine, Marty. We went to a Marlins-Braves game in Miami. Started about 7:30 Eastern. They played about an inning or two, a 2.5-hour rain delay on a work night, and I figured, maybe it's time to ditch this game. She said, no way. We're not old fogies. We're in our 20s. Marlins took a 5-1 lead after Gary Sheffield hit a 3-run homer. Scoring to bunt, Peterson takes it for a strike. She got in my face as the Marlins took a big lead because I'm a Braves fan. She's a Marlins fan. Braves came back and won 9-6, but just an awesome memory 20 years ago today from a major league game. Swung on, driven deep into left field, going back towards the track and making the catch for the first out of the inning to put away Alec Peterson. For Estes Park is Adam Goodman. Peterson now at 0 for 3 in the game, even though he gave that a ride. Here's the wind and the pitch to B.J. Hirschfeld. Swung on and grounded to short. Routine hop for Darren Yates. Throws the first 2 down. Two outs on just 3 pitches. I think my story was longer, and I had more to say to the story, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld. Doubled, singled, and popped out. That single drove in 2 runs. He's 2 for 3 in the game. The right-hander, Dylan Jersa. delivers. Fastball, a strike, tailing on the outer half. It's 0-1. No balls and one strike. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded to short. Yates plays it off his body, picks it up, throws to first, and that's offline. Hirschfeld is safe. Took a tough hop. He's all right. Yeah, he's hurting right now. I tell you, on this field, I'm going to give him a base hit. That was such a brutal hop. Very difficult to field there. Charity base hit, but did take a rough hop there at the last second. That would have been tough for a major leaguer. He's hurting out there. Peterson running at first, and that's the problem with a dry, choppy infield. You get bounces like that, and if it's not a true hop, difficult to field. So even though it was hit right at him, we'll score that a base hit. Rosenbrock is 3 for 3, including a 2-run double. 2 doubles and a single. Peterson with the lead at first, the stretch. And the pitch, down and away. We were noting earlier amongst the coaches, I've never seen a home run hit in this park. Let's see if Rosenbrock can do it. He takes it for a strike on the off-speed pitch. The count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike to Kyle Rosenbrock. The stretch and the pitch, it's in the dirt. Count moves to 2-1. 7-4 Brush. We're in the top of the 5th inning. I've got my innings right now after it went somewhere else in my brain. The pitch swung on and popped up, and that one is headed right towards the fence. There is a play for Tully, and he made the catch. He made the catch right in front of the fence. The Beat Diggers in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Brush 7, Estes Park 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush 7, Estes Park 4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. This game, unlike many games that Brush has played here where they've routed the Bobcats, this is an excellent ball game so far. Brush raced out to a 5-0 lead. Bobcats made it 5-4. Beat Diggers tallied 2 in the 4th. Brush with 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, and 3 in the 2nd. Bobcats with all their runs in 1 inning. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Brush. They have stranded 9, though. And the pitch is a fastball for a strike on the outer half. 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left on base for Estes Park. The hitter's Darren Yates. Struck out and singled. The pitch swung on and grounded left side for a base hit in between Rosenbrock and Gutierrez. And Yates is now 2 for 3. Here's Adam Tully, who walked and smoked a 2-run double towards that 361 mark in left center field. So this is the part of the lineup that got to Hirschfeld 2 innings ago. As he steps off. Looking in is Hirschfeld. The stretch. Throw back to first, back in diving. Over there is Yates. Hirschfeld gets a sign from Peterson. And the pitch. Swung on line. That's a base hit into center field and a fastball right down the middle. And Brush is now in trouble in this bottom of the 5th inning as the tying run is at the plate. And Zach Luke, well, he was going to step. Yep, he's in there. Yeah, they've only got 11 players on this team. 2 on the bench. Luke has struck out swinging twice. And the offering. Swung on. That's fisted towards center field. And that is going to drop for a base hit. And the bases will be loaded. And now the throw home and safe. Oh, holding up momentarily was Yates, but he went all the way through. It's now 7-5. I thought he was going to hold up at third. Looked like he was held up momentarily, but he decided to go all the way through. And it's an RBI single for Luke in first and second now. Still with nobody out. Alex Frazier's grounded out twice. He is 0 for 2 in the game. The stretch by Hirschfeld. The pitch. Fastball is down and away. They're stringing hits together. That's the key to a rally. Scoring to bunt, and he lays it out on the right side, fielded by Hirschfeld. He'll throw to the second baseman covering, and the out is recorded. But the sacrifice is successful, and there's one down. And they'll have a visit to the mound. Yeah, the Bee Diggers just stunned out there. Logan Brown has popped out and struck out. There's John Hirschfeld Jr. is out there. And the entire infield, along with Peterson, conferring on the hill. 1 out, 2 on, 1 in for Estes Park. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Bee Diggers holding a very tenuous 7-5 lead. And the wind begins to pick up again. It's a long conversation. It's going to be broken up here momentarily. Well, it would have been, but John Hirschfeld Jr. decided, oh, I see the umpire. Let's get out of the way. So here we go. With 1 out. And Logan Brown at the plate. The pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. On a ball diving in. No balls and 1 strike. Hirschfeld has been roughed up in 2 of the last 3 innings. The offering. Swing and a miss and a ball down and in. 0-2. Could use a strikeout here. No balls, 2 strikes. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on and grounded fair. Down the third base line, headed for the corner. 2 runs are going to score. And into second is going to be Brown. Tully and Luke cross home plate. And the game is tied at 7. On an 0-2 pitch. Of all things. Unbelievable. Here's Adam Goodman. The stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball up and in. No balls and 1 strike. And the offering. Same pitch, same swing. The count is sitting at 0-2, but he had 0-2 to Brown and couldn't get him. The pitch, and he struck him out on a fastball. 2 down. I can't believe this is going to amount to a 2-inning game. Unreal. Here's Caden Brown. The pitch, swing and a miss and a fastball. At the knees, it's 0-1. Brown has struck out twice. Hirschfeld delivers. Fastball is hit on the ground slowly towards first, but foul. No balls and 2 strikes. And Hirschfeld to this point has struck out 7. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 3 in, the pitch. And a half swing foul, and a ball tailing in. Count remains at 0-2. To Caden Brown, the 9th place hitter. Stretched by Hirschfeld, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled off the end of the bat on the ground on the right side. All those runs are earned as well. 0-2 again. The pitch. The breaking ball is up and in. Hirschfeld has thrown 60 strikes and 18 balls. The stretch and the offering. Curveball swing and a miss well out in front. 8 strikeouts in the game for Hirschfeld, but the Bobcats have come all the way back. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the 6th inning. The Bobcats will have a new pitcher. The game is tied at 7 between the Beet Diggers and Estes Park Bobcats on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, let's see what happens with the Beet Diggers now. Tied at 7 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Let's make sure we have the necessary changes here, because anytime one player is out of a lineup, everything else seems to change, as the Beet Diggers will be facing a left-hander to begin this inning. That'll be Alex Frazier. He will now be on the mound. First base will be Zach Luke. The pitch is a strike to Aaron Williams, who's in there now. Yeah, we'll set the rest of that lineup. Williams hitting for Oscar Soto. Swung on and tapped foul down the third baseline. So a rare substitution here in the 6th inning, tied at 7. Yeah, it looks like starting pitcher Jers is in center field. And the offering. Curveball swung on, grounded, base hit by Aaron Williams into center field. That's the way the Beet Diggers begin the top of the 6th inning. On a slow breaking ball thrown by Frazier. See if that gets things started for the Beet Diggers. Here's Baby Maltos Garcia's grounded out and walked twice. And Jersa threw nearly 100 pitches in the game. And the offering. And the changeup is down and away. And he is no longer the pitcher of record because he left with the game tied. 1 ball, no strikes. Williams with a very short lead at first. The pitch, and that's down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Jersa threw 98 pitches, 7 runs, 6 earned. Allowed 11 hits, struck out 1, and walked 4. The 2-0 pitch in the dirt, skips by Tully to the screen. And on the wild pitch, Williams to second. 3-0. Well, the Beet Diggers have to feel better about their chances now. The starting pitcher's out of the game. And they've got a man at second with nobody out. 3-0 to Baby Maltos Garcia. And he takes a changeup for a strike down the middle. It's 3-1. If you can turn the lineup over in this inning, then you can stretch it out to a 3-4 run lead again and hopefully hold off the Bobcats over the final 2 innings. We're in the 6th, tied at 7. The pitch swung on, driven towards right field. Coming on is Caden Brown, and he has to play it on a hop. To third is going to be Williams, as Baby has his first hit of the game. The Beet Diggers with their 13th hit, 1st and 3rd. And the batter will be Nico Guzman. Guzman is 3 for 3 in the game. All solid singles. The stretch and the pitch. And the ball nearly hit him. Gets to the screen. Here comes Williams to the plate. He's going to score on the wild pitch. To second is Baby Maltos Garcia. And Brush leads 8-7. Second wild pitch. Unleashed. Already by Frazier, the stretch. Pitch to Guzman. Swung on, driven deep into left field. Way back towards the fence. Goodbye! It's a 2-run homer for Nico Guzman. He is now 4 for 4 in the game, and the Beet Diggers lead the Estes Park Bobcats 10-7 in the 6th inning. Holy mahungus. A bomb for Nico Guzman. Boy, he got all of that, to say the least. We'll have a pitching change, and we'll take it with him. 1 minute break. Brush 10, Estes Park 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The new pitcher is Caleb Carnell. After Nico Guzman delivered a 2-run homer over the left field fence, he is now 4 for 4 in the game. And the Beat Diggers lead by a 10-7 count. Alex Frazier lasted just 3 hitters. A base hit to Aaron Williams. A couple of wild pitches, a walk to Baby Matos Garcia. And that majestic 2-run blast by Nico Guzman. Man, he is tearing it up the last couple of games. The pitch to Mikey Gutierrez is a changeup down and in. The right-hander Carnell coming in from third base. Zach Luke back at third, Alex Frazier back at first. Winding the 1-0. Bounces that one in there. 2 balls and no strikes. Very odd game for Brush. They were in control early. The Bobcats had 2 significant rallies, one in the third inning, one in the fifth. 2-0. Inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. To Mikey Gutierrez, but a 3-run lead is certainly not big enough. They need a lot more than that. The pitch, and that is a little bit below the knees on the changeup. 3 balls and 1 strike. To the junior third baseman. The offering, that's down and away. And Gutierrez walks. And this is the problem with teams like the Bobcats here. They don't have the depth with their pitching, and it's starting to show here after Dylan Jersa gave them 5 pretty good innings, allowed 7 runs, but he was throwing hard. So here's Grayson Simmons, 2 for 3. He's got an RBI in the game. The pitch, and he swings and lofts it into left field to his right, still moving, and the ball is dropped out there in left field by Adam Goodman. To second base is Gutierrez. He races for third. The throw, the slide, he's going to be in there, but that'll be an error. Ball should have been caught out there by Goodman to his right. On the fly ball hit by Simmons. And the Beat Diggers have second and third with nobody out. That'll bring up Petey. Alec Peterson is 0 for 3. Looking to drive in a run for the Beat Diggers now in a big situation. A 3-run lead, 2 men on, nobody out. And the offering. And he swings and drives it foul off to the right. 1 ball and no strikes to the junior catcher, Alec Peterson. The pitch from Carnell. Swung on and driven down the right field line. That should drop, and it will for a base hit. Scoring is Gutierrez. Rounding third is Simmons. He will score. Into second is Alec Peterson with a 2-run double. And the Beat Diggers now lead by a score of 12-7 in the 6th inning, as they have played at 5 in the frame. Well, that is more like it. And here's B.J. Hirschfeld, who's 0 for 3. The Beat Diggers have reestablished control in the game. The stretch and the offering. Fastball for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. To B.J. Hirschfeld, the pitch. Swung on. That is lifted into shallow right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Let's see if Peterson's going to be sent. He steps on third, and he will score without a throw. The ball goes all the way through the infield towards the Estes Park dugout. And on that error there by the middle infielders for Estes Park, it allows Hirschfeld to get the second. Beat Diggers now with a 13-7 lead. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld. He's 3 for 4. Double and 2 singles. Stretch and pitch. The breaking ball is a strike. On the inside corner. 0-1. And the offering. Swung on and lifted into shallow left field. The shortstop, Yates, giving chase, and the ball is off his glove. However, B.J. Hirschfeld had a hold. And that should have been caught. Well, that'll be an E6. He was running, but it was right there. Yeah, we give Ryan a courtesy hit earlier, but not that time. So here's Kyle Rosenbrock. Yeah, the ball was dropped, but should have been caught, which is why BJ did not advance a base. And the pitch swung on and driven into deep left field. Goodman to his left, still going back in the track. Can't get to the baseball. It's over his outstretched glove. BJ Hirschfeld's going to round third, and he will score. And third is going to be Jaron Peterson. An RBI double there for Rosenbrock, and the Bee Diggers now lead 14-7. And the Bee Diggers are unloading in the inning. That'll bring up Aaron Williams, who began the inning with a base hit. The pitch, that is low. One ball and no strikes to Williams. The stretch and the offering. That bounces in as well. Two balls and no strikes. To Aaron Williams. And the offering. That's a strike. The outside corner took something off it. The count is now sitting at 2-1. The pitch, down and in, blocked nicely by Tully. 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 pitch away from loading the bases. Caleb Carnell out of the stretch, the pitch. Swung on, driven towards right center field. That one might drop, and it is going to drop right in front of Caden Brown. Scoring easily is Peterson. Rounding third is Rosenbrock. He will score on the 2-run double by Aaron Williams. Bee Diggers now lead 16-7 with 9 runs across in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up baby Matos Garcia. He singled earlier in this frame. I cannot almost keep up with the Twitter and Facebook because the Bee Diggers are just tearing the cover off the ball in this frame. The pitch, up and in with the off-speed pitch. One ball and no strikes. Carnell looks back, and the offering. A strike. Took something off it on the inside corner at the knees. Levels the count at 1-1. Gets the sign. Carnell, the right-hander, delivers, and he bounces it up there, blocked beautifully by Tully. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Bee Diggers lead by 9. They came into the inning tied at 7. The pitch, and that one bounces in there. Now 3-1. Bee Diggers are going to score multiple or double-digit runs, obviously multiple. But they're on their way here. 3 balls, 1 strike to Baby. The offering. Swung on and fisted into shallow left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Williams had to hold momentarily, but he's rounding third, and the throw will not be made towards the plate. An RBI single for Arnoldo Baby Matos Garcia. And the Bee Diggers now lead 17-7. Not hit very hard, but in the perfect spot. Here's Nico Guzman. 3 singles and a home run, a 2-run home run this inning. The pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. To Nico. Waiting on his pitch. Swung on, driven foul, hit it a mile. But the count is at 1-1. Nico is in a zone. There's no doubt about it right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The stretch by the right-hander, Caleb Carnell. And the pitch. And he pops it up, but it's out of play. Took another big swing there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Nico Guzman. The Beat Diggers have played at 10. In this inning, the pitch. The breaking ball's down and away. Good discipline there by Nico. The count is at 2-2. Carnell looks back. And the offering. Low with the off-speed pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We still only have, in this inning, nobody out. Swung on, lined into left field for a base hit. Baby Matos Garcia to second, rounding second. He'll be into third. Guzman into second with a double. He is now 5 for 5 in the game. I can't believe this game was actually tied with the way the Beat Diggers are teeing off here. This will be the 13th man to hit, Mikey Gutierrez, who walked. Keep in mind, still nobody out in this inning. That's what's amazing. You get this deep into a rally, you figure there's going to be at least 1 out, but we have nothing yet. The pitch, up and away. The count is sitting at 1 ball and no strikes to Mikey Gutierrez. And the offering. Takes it for a strike with the off-speed pitch at the knees. That levels the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lonely feeling for a pitcher, too. The pitch. Swung on, grounded towards short. Yates to his right. Plays it off his glove, picks it up. He has no play. And Baby scores an RBI for Mikey Gutierrez, but that will be an error. And Brush now leads 18-7. Yeah, this is a ton of scoring to keep up with. This is nice challenge here. Grayson Simmons reached on an error. The pitch swung on and popped up. That will be playable in foul territory. The catcher, Tully, makes the catch. And that is the first out of the inning to the 14th hitter of the inning. 1 down for Alec Peterson, who drove in a couple earlier in this frame. Got a chance to drive in more. The pitch bounces in. Scooped up by Tully. 1 ball and no strikes to Petey. Runners take their leads, and that one bounces in as well. 2-0. Peterson grounded out, walked, reached on an error, popped out, and then a 2-run double. Earlier in this inning, the Beat Diggers have scored 11 in the frame. This is the 15th batter of the inning. And the 2-0. Swag and a miss. On a pitch tailing away, it's 2-1. Brush with an 18-7 lead. Carnell gets the sign. And the pitch is a strike. Off-speed pitch tailing in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alec Peterson. And he awaits the offering. The curveball's down and away. It's 3-2. Well, that's why this game is really about pitching and defense. And they got to the bullpen, and Beat Diggers have taken advantage. The offering, down and in, and the bases are loaded as Peterson walks. That'll send up B.J. Hirschfeld, who, along with many other Beat Diggers, bats for the 2nd time in the inning. The stretch. And the pitch, up and in. Hirschfeld has walked, grounded out 3 times and singled in a run. 1 for 4 in the game. 1-0 offering. Swung on, lined up the middle for a base hit. Nico Guzman scores easily. Around third is Gutierrez. He's going to score to third as Peterson. A 2-run single for B.J. Hirschfeld. His second and third RBIs of the inning. The Bee Diggers have played at 13 in the frame and lead Estes Park 20-7. Wow. Let's see, we'll have another pitching change, and we will. Let's take a 1-minute break. Let's take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes in the 6th inning. Brush 20, Estes Park 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. This is the third pitcher of the inning, Zach Luke, as Caleb Carnell goes back to third base. The Bee Diggers have 13 runs on 10 hits in the inning. Still only 1 out. They lead Estes Park 20-7. And this will be the Zach Lauk on the mound here for Estes Park. The 17th batter of the inning. Lauk gets the sign and the pitch. Swung on and driven into center field in the air. Coming in and ranging and making the catch for the out as Alec Peterson tags up as Dylan Jersa. The sac fly by Ryan Hirschfeld gives the Bee Diggers a 21-7 lead. So Lauk records an out on 1 pitch. And here's Kyle Rosenbrock, who's 4 for 5 in the game. 2-run double, RBI double as well. Is that obviously a huge game? The pitch by Lauk. A changeup in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Kyle Rosenbrock. Nico Guzman has a 5-hit day. Up and in. Count levels at 1-1. Rosenbrock looking to do the same exact thing. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on and popped up. And that is in the infield. The shortstop Yates looking. The second baseman Brown makes the catch. And that will end the inning. However, the Bee Diggers score 14 runs in the frame. And so we recap it, 14 runs for the Bee Diggers, 10 hits, 4 errors, and a man left. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Brush 21, Estes Park 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 1 ball, no strikes here to begin the bottom of the 6th inning, as you heard on air more than once. Bee Diggers scored 14 runs in that frame, and the pitch, fastball's a strike. Bell tied to Dylan Jersa, 2 for 3 single twice, and reached in a fielder's choice. And the offering inside, 2-1. The Bee Diggers with a 21-7 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wind by Hirschfeld, a pitch, swung on, grounded base hit into center field. Jersa now at 3 for 4 in the game. That'll bring up Caleb Carnell, who is 1 for 3. Estes Park needs 5 runs to extend this to the 7th inning. Since the Bee Diggers are up by 14, they've got to get back into single digits. The offering, swung on, popped up into shallow right field. The second baseman, Matos Garcia, makes the 2-handed catch. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitcher of record for Estes Park is Alex Frazier. He was the first of the 3 pitchers. The pitch, swung on, that is popped foul out of play. No balls and 1 strike to Darren Yates. 2 for 3 in the game. Struck out and singled twice. This was a 5-0 Brush lead. It became 5-4, then 7-4 Bee Diggers. Bobcats tied it with 3 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning, but 14 in the 6th for Brush. Bounces all the way to the screen on the wild pitch. Jersa to second. Estes Park, by the way, has picked up 10 hits. 1 ball and 1 strike. With 1 out and 1 on in the bottom of the 6th inning. The offering. Fastball is up and away. 2-1 to Yates. Nico Guzman has 5 of Brush's 21 hits. Kyle Rosenbrock with 4 of those. We'll recap all the scoring during the postgame. The pitch, fastball is low. 3-1 to Darren Yates. The stretch and the offering. Swung on, grounded off the glove of Hirschfeld to the second baseman, Matos Garcia. Throws to first, retiring Yates. Advancing to third is Jersa. So the ground out goes 1-4 to 3 for the second out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Before your next mixer feeder truck purchase, compare the MMI Design Craftsmanship and Service, MMI International, 842-5161. Here's Adam Tully. A walk, a 2-run double, and a single. He is 2 for 2 in the game. Line and offering. The changeup in the dirt. He's slowing down that arm motion, slowing it down quite a bit on the changeup. That's not going to work. Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Ackley Building Center, your one-stop shop for flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and more. Another changeup. That one was much better, but just missed. 2 balls and no strikes. To Adam Tully, the cleanup hitter in this lineup for Estes Park. Beediggers 1 out away from securing their 10th win of the season. And the offering. Another changeup. That was ugly. In the dirt. 3-0. Yeah, you don't want to change your delivery when you're throwing a different pitch. The flight of the baseball, definitely, but not the delivery. 3-0. Fastball is up and in. And here's Zach Lauk, who has struck out twice and singled. His single drove in 2 runs. His single at the time tied the game at 7 in the 5th, and we thought this would go all the way down to the very final pitch, but instead, the Beediggers exploded for all those runs. And the offering, swing and a miss and a fastball. Tailing in, it's 0-1. 8 strikeouts for Hirschfeld so far. The stretch and the offering, swing and a miss and a fastball tailing away. 0-2. As Hirschfeld has thrown 95 pitches to this point. Jerse at third, Tully at first. 0-2. Upstairs with a fastball. Ball 1, strike 2. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and foul, tipped into Peterson's glove. Strike 3 and the game is over as the Brush Beediggers defeat the Estes Park Bobcats in 6 innings, 21-7. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll wrap it up after this on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beedigger postgame show brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is the tough part nowadays, but when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you get the building you want when you want it and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right with Buildings by Design. The Brush Beediggers win the game in 6 innings over the Estes Park Bobcats, that is. 21-7. Final line score, 21 runs, 21 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base for Brush. 7 runs, 10 hits, 6 errors for Estes Park, 7 left on base. The winning pitcher was Ryan Hirschfeld. He went the distance as he struck out 9 in the game. And the loss went to Alex Frazier in relief. Time of the game, 1 hour and 53 minutes. Beediggers were cruising early on in this game as they scored 2 runs in the opening inning, getting a 2-run double from Kyle Rosenbrock, then made it 5-0 in the second. Grayson Simmons with an RBI single, then Ryan Hirschfeld with a 2-run single. Back came Estes Park with 4 runs in the bottom of the third. Darren Yates' RBI single was followed by a 2-run double from Adam Tully, and then Tully would score on a grounder, making it 5-4. Beediggers came back as Nico Guzman, who was 5 for 5 in the game, had a run-scoring single in the fourth. Baby Matos Garcia scored on an error to make it 7-4. It was still 7-4 in the 5th inning when Estes Park scored a couple of runs, actually 3 runs. Zach Lauk with an RBI single. Logan Brown had the 2-run double. It was Brown and not Lauk that actually tied the game. Brown with a 2-run double made it 7-7. But then Dylan Jersa, the Estes Park starting pitcher, after throwing 98 pitches, was pulled. In came Alex Frazier and 2 other pitchers, and that's when the Beediggers went to work. Aaron Williams singled. went to second, advanced to third, scoring on a wild pitch. Later on, Nico Guzman with a two-run homer made it 10-7. Later on in the frame, B.J. Hirschfeld with an RBI single as the B-Diggers had the first 13 men reach base. Kyle Rosenbrock with an RBI double. Aaron Williams later on, the 10th hitter of the inning, came through with a two-run double. It was 16-7 at that point. Baby Matos Garcia had a run-scoring single as it was 17-7. Then Mike Gutierrez with an RBI grounder made it 18-7. B.J. Hirschfeld had a two-run single, and then Ryan Hirschfeld with a sac fly to close out the scoring, their biggest inning of the year with 14 runs in that top of the sixth as the B-Diggers improved to 9-4 overall, 4-3 in Patriot League play with 2 league games remaining, and they do have a few more regular season games, 3 more after the league games because they play Tuesday at home against Lions and Thursday on the road against University. And then, actually, they play on Monday prior to that against Resurrection Christian in Loveland. The game we'll have right here on 1010. That's a non-league game, along with a week from today in Thornton at 1 o'clock, and then a week from Monday to close out the regular season when they take on Denver North at 4 o'clock. So still a lot more Brush B-Digger baseball coming your way. Estes Park, by the way, drops to 1-6 in the Patriot League, 5-10 overall. Once again, the B-Diggers are back in action on Monday, 4 o'clock on 1010, as well as KSIR.com. It is a non-league game. It's on the road against Resurrection Christian, a team the B-Diggers defeated earlier this year, 14-13 in a thriller in Brush. We always remind you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at KSIR Sports, and game pitch-by-pitch action at KSIRSports.com. The sound engineer and producer of Brush B-Digger Baseball, doing a fine job as always, is Rose Condas. I'm John Beltran with a final score from Estes Park in 6 innings. The Brush B-Diggers defeat the Bobcats 21-7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.